What's going on, guys? This is Kaishro. Welcome back. So we're back with another video. So in this video, we're going to cover OCG Metagame report and decklist reviews from the past week. We do have September 1 to September 4. So a short span of days of weekend tournament data gathering and report from C or Southeast Asia in Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. So we are going to cover topping decks post DBCB or deck build crossover breakers. So we are now going to see the impact of Malice, Ryzil, and Ryuge. So pardon me if I haven't uploaded an informative content for the past 5 days already because the headset broke and it took some time to replace it, and I also took some rest from recording. So yeah, without further ado, let's start. We do have Akard, Indonesia tournament. We do have first place Branded. So with Azamina, yeah. So quite different from the usual 60 card Azamina Branded. It took a gimmick puppet luck to play it on 40 and also played 2 Gamasil on the side deck. Kinda good alternative as well, no? To answer the problematic boss monsters. Next we do have Naturia Horus. Wow, this is very insane. It is playing the Millennium package on it. I am really surprised that he managed to fit in these 3 engines into the deck. And very splendid. I really like the deck list here. Next would be Malice. So speaking of the devil, we do have a new deck from DBCB. This time with Malice. So Malice patronizes Link shenanigans from patronizing the most generic Cyberse monsters on the extra deck like Transcode, Splash Mage, Decoder, and Access Code. And also being able to end on Apollousa is very huge for this deck. And also able to play back row floodgates like Fissure, can be also playing Shifter because they don't really care about graveyard, and it is one of the huge forte of the deck to be able to interrupt the graveyard. Next would be Ryzil, so another deck from the DBCB, no? This time with Matmech engine for Ryzil, and also play triple small world budget alternative for the usual 7th, which is ridiculously expensive right now. And yeah, moving on, we do have Arcanum Hobbies in Indonesia. Our ranking tournament, first place would be Ari Tenpai Dragon. Triple Hit Wave, still mandatory on some side deck of most Tenpai. And it took 8, rather 9 Maxi into the deck with 3 Foaros and 3 Purulia with the original Maxi. So, bunch of draw powers. I think it is going to look like this post DBCB because Purulia is also quite good against the new decks like Ryzil and Malice. Next would be another Ryzil, this time with Shark. Different from the usual Matmech engine and also the pure version, no? So played Sharks, another way to extend the board and provide some resiliency into this deck. Second would be Ryzil once again. This time no Sharks, no Matmech. Just play the Spirit engine and playing Aratama and Sakaitama. And next would be Ryzil once again. So 4, 5 Ryzil already on our report. So Ryzil definitely looks promising from the first week of DBCB. Next would be another Arcanum Hobbies tournament. Fourth would be Rescue Ace. Played Kurifoton into the side deck. Next would be second, Abdan, Tenpai Dragon. Played 1 Dora Draco. I believe Dora Draco is kinda getting excluded from the main deck of most Tenpai players on Japan. So it is quite different to see Dora Draco in even R1 into the main deck. And next would be Ryzil once again with the Matmech engine with the Nabla shenanigans from this Matmech. Very good way to bolster the rank for plays. And first would be LDQY Finsmith, good stuff. So yeah, played Protoss engine which can lock fire and dark and light. Next would be KGS Card Shop tournament. First would be Memento Atlan. So yeah, standard. Yeah, very standard Memento Atlan. Next would be Duel Bacolod tournament. So shoutouts to our friends in Bacolod. First would be Voices Voice. So pretty standard list. Didn't play Fuaros into the main deck. Instead played the triple Dominus Purge. Next would be Wahoo Mechanico Dogmatica. So played 2 Lava Golem and Kaiju Duo of the Jizikuru, and also the Thunder Kaiju. I forgot the name. And yeah, played a bunch of interesting cards into the side deck. Played the Finsmith engine into the side deck. Probably an outlet, no, when going first. And next would be Millennium Exodia. So Millennium, yeah, played Angel Statue as well into the main deck. Fourth would be, wow, Vanquishol Finsmith. This is really spicy. So, of course, the Finsmith can bait out hand traps and pave way for your Ryzen shenanigans. And ultimately, of course, set up a board or destroy the monsters of your opponent and outmaneuver them. And next would be Bandung Duelist banlist in Indonesia. First place would be Ryzil with Tachyon into the main deck. Yeah, small Tachyon engine. And next would be Tenpai Dragon Kashtira into the side deck. Interesting. So Arisart, of course, probably a phenomenal boss monster to stop the graveyard effects. And next would be another Tenpai Dragon. Wow, this time with Finsmith. So this can go first. Yeah, probably. Or Finsmith is just a tool to bait out hand traps and interruptions going second. Next would be Labyrinth from Feby, Labyrinth Finsmith. So played one rollback, as we have seen on the World Championship. The Labyrinth player from Japan also played one rollback as well. So it might be the most optimal way to play Labyrinth is to play one rollback only, especially if you're playing the Finsmith engine. Next would be Bandung Duelist Banlist Tournament once again. We do have Fai, Whitewoods Azamina, first place, with a toy engine as well. Next would be Tenpai Dragon once again, double Super Poly into the main. Next would be Tigar, Dino Ryuge. Oh my goodness. What a way to cook Dino with the new support of Ryuge. So this is like the second coming of Dino Yangzing, no? But this time they have live Shen or Macrocosmos on their board and potentially ways to bait out hand traps and empower their already obnoxious board going first. Next would be Madolche. Yeah, Madolche with the Earthbury statue, because this is really phenomenal. Once you set up the statue, it is mostly game over for most of the meta decks. Next would be Dueling Nexus in Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysia. Champion would be Onglai with Exodia. Yeah, Exodia. With Reaper into the main deck. Wow. Bunch of Reaper targets into the side. And it is not playing going first cards. And rather it played Lightning Storm, Raigeki. And next would be Ritual Beast with double Floodgate, Summon Limit, and Tisibu. Next would be Horus. Oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, Horus Primordial. I thought it was Horus Blue Eyes. Next would be Hari, Runic. So played triple border into the main deck. And Necro Valley as well, interesting. Next would be Yuking Malaysia, tournament in Malaysia. First would be Exodia. So third Exodia already, or fourth in our report, no? So Exodia definitely showing promise as a top tier rogue deck and also probably tier 4 meta deck at this point, no? Next would be Centurion. So I believe Centurion got a little bit less represented after the DBCB. People have been pivoting towards the better rank 4 deck, which is of course Ryzil. Next would be Memento Tlanya with Finsmith. And next would be Malice once again with one Fairy Tail into the main deck and only 2 Ash Blossom. Next would be Butuan Yu-Gi-Oh! Community Tournament. First would be Finsmith, Snake Eyes from Janron, and Azamina as well. Play double Droll and double Veiler and double Ogre into the main deck. Different from the usual Fuaros and Purulia in the format, no? Next would be Sword Soul. Wow, Sword Soul Tenyi, Yang Zing. Oh my god, it is playing Yang Zing, a small Yang Zing engine. This is very TCG-esque. No Maxi. Oh my god, he's not even playing Maxi. Wow, bold. And on the side deck, it is mostly bunch of R1s. Wow. Talk about skill. Yeah, he definitely won the tournament by skill and outplaying the opponents on the tournament. Very TCG-esque way of Sword Soul. Really interesting and spicy. And next would be Fluandris from OWO, our friend from Master Duel community. Played Fluandris and played triple evenly into the side. And yeah, moving on, we do have weekly Undaunted tournament. We do have first place Bagas, Ignister, Matmech. Yeah, pretty standard. Next would be Ritual Beast from Colid and played the Nemesis engine. Next would be Arya, RDA with small Centurion engine and Ice Warrior. Wow, bunch of toolbox type of cards into the main deck. Next would be Fabian, and this is Dragon Link. Yeah, Dragon Link. So it played Albas engine as well. Yeah, and the Metal Morph, of course, probably the most notable engine to play on Dragon Link right now. Next would be Iloilo, Yu-Gi-Oh! Official Tambayan Tournament, major tournament. So shoutouts to our friends in Iloilo. First would be Earl Andrew Camara, Mermail Atlantean. Wow. So he definitely went into this tournament as the underdog in terms of deck representations because Mermail Atlantean have been kinda lackluster for the most part in the OCG for the past 3-4 weeks already. But the deck can definitely top huge tournaments, especially when your opponents doesn't know how to properly interact with the deck. They don't know how to hand trap effectively, and the deck is also explosive enough to overwhelm a lot of decks right now and also break boards going second. The problem would only solely rely on Maxi and Roll Nibiru, of course, but nonetheless, this is really phenomenal from Earl Andrew Camara. And next would be Voices Voice Dogmatica from Christopher. So played Nadir, yeah, Nadir into the main deck. Next would be Trap Tricks Ragnarayka from Vic. So of course, the Ragnarayka boosted the Trap Tricks and probably improved the going first. And next would be RDA Centurion from Aika. So played Triple Skullmeister, no? Very underrated. I'm not sure if I will rate Meister good in this format, but definitely can surprise people off guard. And fifth place would be Toybox White Forest. Yeah, play the Angel Statue into the main deck. And I think he can recycle trap cards into this build, if I'm not mistaken. Still play Dryo into the main deck. And next would be Evil Twin Sprite from Jay. So this is like tactical try improve version of the Evil Twin, no? Quite fascinating that he went really far from the tournament. And next would be Snake Eyes, Finn Smith. So no Azamina. Yeah, no Azamina. And that didn't play Fuaros and Purulia as well. And next would be Snake Eyes, Finn Smith, 8th place. This time with Azamina. Yeah, Azamina engine as well. Gamma Cell, another Gamma Cell, no? Into the side deck. So we have now seen 2 deck lists with Gamma Cell. And moving on, we do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Binangonan Casual Tournament. Our friend from Binangonan, and it would be none other than Julius Maverick with his Tenpai Dragon. Went champion at the tournament and pretty standard deck list and still played a bunch of going second cards into the side deck with Droplet and Cosmic Cyclone and Heavy Storm. And the Feather Duster was on the main deck, quite notable, and played the Gamma and Driver. Wow, no Delta. Yeah, only Gamma and Driver. Very bold. And yeah, that sums up our OCG Metagame report and deck list reviews from the September 1 to September 4. So, if you found this video informative and helpful, please consider subscribing into my YouTube channel. It definitely motivates me a lot to keep going and provide this content for you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.